Hello and welcome to MCC TV International Show. My name is Dabeet and I'm the Business Department Coordinator. I teach economics and statistics and also I'm the host for the show. One thing before we start today's show that I failed to mention last week, Chad Bishop, as usual, our producers and director for the show, he continued to change things every semester. So I don't know how many of you noticed that from last week episode that we have a new feature here, again, added to our show, which is a monitor in front of us that will continue to feature either the country that we are highlighting or the organization and so on. So many thanks, Chad Bishop, for always your creative additions and creative ideas that adds to the show and the value of that show. With that, we do have one of our international students on my show today. Her name is Mayama Diomande from Ivory Coast. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's good to see you with us today, even though it's almost Christmas break. You think like you will be relaxing now. We are done with finals and so on.
Of course.
But I'm really happy that at least we can have you with us today to talk about your country, about you, to let our audience understand more about your country, traditions, and so on, and also talk about what you are doing here in Muscatine. So the first thing I would like to say is I would like you to introduce yourself, if it's possible, please.
Okay, thank you, John. I'm Mayama Diomande, international student in Muscatine Community College. I'm from Ivory Coast, a country in the western part of Africa.
Okay, and you know what? I'm sure when I introduce you, I'm sure I made a mistake pronouncing your name, right? So please forgive me. You know, sometimes some of the names are tough even to pronounce. So, but I know that sometimes the name is important, but also the story is more important than sometimes the name. So, Mayama, let me ask you a question first of all, and we're going to start talking about your country first.
Yeah.
Back to Ivory Coast before you came to United States.
Yeah.
Tell us something about yourself.
Before coming in United States, I was working. I worked in many organizations, and then since I would like to try new thing, to learn new thing, to deepen my knowledge, I applied for the CCIP grant. I was selected, and then I come in US.
Okay, so you mentioned you were working, right? Tell me, what kind of work did you do in your native country?
In my native country, I was working for the United Nations in the Department for Security and Safety. The Department of Security and Safety of United States is in charge of ensuring the safety and security of staff and property of United Nations.
So you work for the United Nations.
Yeah.
Wow. That is great. That is great. So beside work, tell us something about your family.
My family, we are not too much. Yeah, I have 5 siblings.
Okay.
I have 5 siblings. All of us are students. We like getting together, sharing a lot of things like this.
So what do you do for fun?
For fun, we like watching a movie, listening to story, things like this, reading, yeah.
So tell us some of your memories growing up in Ivory Coast. I mean, like things when you were a kid that you used to do that you are missing now, let's say.
Oh, something, let me see.
Any special things with your, for example, with your siblings, your brothers, sisters? I mean, any certain traditions around maybe certain holidays or things like that?
Maybe sometime taking part to celebration in our mother's village. Yeah, we used to do that and we enjoy because there we can meet our cousins, things like this, spend a great time.
Okay, and please forgive me before I ask even the question. Well, I know that you came from Ivory Coast, but can you tell us something about your village or city? I'm not quite sure if you came from a village, from a city. Major differences between the city and village, for example, in Ivory Coast, and can you give us some idea, please?
Yeah, there is a lot of difference between city and village in Ivory Coast. Since in a city we have a lot of facilities, we have a school, we have industry. It's not the same thing in village. In village, you are in contact with the nature.
Okay.
So very, very basic thing. Different from the city.
Okay. Well, that is different. That means, like, for those who comes from a village versus the city, I'm sure there will be different major differences, and also perhaps maybe traditions or not. For example, if I go to Ivory Coast and I go to attend a wedding, let's say, at a village versus a city, is it going to be the same, or is it going to be different traditions, different things?
It will be almost the same. Since when we are talking about village, everybody living in a city, big city or small city, has a village.
Okay.
Has a village. So sometimes concerning wedding, it depends on our tradition. Since in my country, we have like 60 different local language. So
60? 60?
60.
Oh my God.
So we have a lot of tradition.
But do you have like a national language that everybody speak, or each will use their own language?
Not really. Our official language is French.
Yeah.
And beside of French, there is the Malinke that is spoken by a lot of people. But
so do you have your own language besides French?
Yeah, I have my own.
So what do you call that?
My language is Mauka.
Okay, can you say something in, is it Mauka?
Yeah, Mauka.
Can you tell us something just to hear?
Wow. Okay, maybe tell me something in English and I will translate in my mother tongue.
Okay, for example, if you want to say, hello, how are you? Something like that. So how would you say it in Mauka?
Adi.
Adi?
Yeah.
Means how are you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Adi.
That is really neat. That is, I didn't know, I'm learning from you, and I'm sure a lot of our audience are learning too now. I'm glad to know that, glad to know that. Well, let's go back to education. So you finished your school education there, so you went is it similar to here in a sense that, let's say, do you have kindergarten all the way to 12th grade? That's what we consider as the high school, and then after that, students go to colleges and or university. Is it similar? What kind of subjects do they teach in schools?
We have primary school. From it's like 6 years. 6 years for the primary school, and after primary school in my country, you will go in college. In college, and in college you will spend 4 years in order to have your first degree.
Okay.
The first degree, we call it BPC.
Okay.
BPC. And after this, you will go into a lycée, what we call lycée, to spend 3 years. Lycée is like high school in US.
Yeah.
And when you are from the college to lycée, what is high school, when you go in lycée, you have a choice. You can choose, for example, scientist, to be if you are interested in science, you can choose a scientific class. Or if you are interested in literature or things like this. So now, when you are in high school, you have a choice.
Okay. So for example, if I'm interested in the scientific stream, so what do they teach in that? I assume it's more like math, physics, and stuff like that.
Math, physics, natural science, biology, things like this.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And we call it Série C or Série D.
Then after that,
Yeah.
you move into a university?
University.
Okay.
Into university or like a private or public school. In our country, we call it Grande École.
Okay.
It's like in Grande École, you can have like an engineering diploma.
Okay.
But in university, you can have a bachelor, a master, PhD thing.
So now, and also you mentioned that you used to work for the United Nations.
Yeah.
So did you like take a 1 year break from there? Are you, like when you go back, are you going back to your job, or did you resign before you come here?
I resigned because I had to make a choice.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But I'm sure with that, with the education and the degree, I'm sure you will get hopefully much better job, whether with the United Nations or with
I hope so.
with a different organization. Well, our director and producer Chad Bishop has some pictures from your country. And as he starts rolling those pictures on the screen, it will be nice if we start like getting some ideas, some information about what we see on the on these screens, and then so our audience can learn more and more about your country, Ivory Coast. So is that okay? Like if we do that? Okay, so here we see the first picture. If you want to start sharing with us what we see.
Yeah, as I said, we have a lot of local language in our country, but we are divided in main group. So as I say, I'm Mauka. I'm from the Malenke group. You can see on the northwest Malenke. Malenke. It's a
So
group.
it's like your country is divided into regions.
Yeah.
Okay, and each region speaks different languages.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the north part, you have Senufo. In the center, you have Baoulé. In the west part, you have Dan. And between west and center, you have Guro.
Okay.
And in the south part, you have Dida, you have Gode. All of these are different groups. And you can have many local language in each group.
Within each region?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is an Ivory Coast flag, different color, orange, white, and green. The green is like the symbol, the sign of forest. The white is the symbol of peace. And the orange is also a symbol of, we have in the north part of Ivory Coast, we don't have forests, but we have something like, not like forest, but I don't remember the name. It's almost like this, so it's like a symbol of the north part.
Of that, okay, wow. That's beautiful.
It is a traditional bridge in my country, and this bridge is built in only one night.
Well, and people walk on that. I see people. And do you trust that?
Never.
Did you ever walk on something like that?
Never.
I'm not quite sure if I will do that. But, I think I might. I mean, if I visit your country, most probably I will take the chance and just like go and walk. It's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, my God.
And this one is in Grand Bassam, in the south part of Ivory Coast. It's like, if you want to know more about colonization in Ivory Coast, things like this city has a lot of historical thing. Yeah.
That's really nice. Oh my God, look at this.
Yeah, in the west part of Ivory Coast, you can find a lot of cascade like this.
Oh my!
And you should visit.
I should. I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Coffee. The economic of my country is based on agriculture. And in Ivory Coast, we have coffee. We have cocoa.
Okay.
And our economic is based on that. So
That's
you
a
can see here.
big thing for your country. Wow. Huh.
And these are traditional dance in my country. This dance is called temate. It's from the western part of Ivory Coast.
Do they like dance like that in like certain occasions, let's say national holidays, for example,
Yeah.
weddings and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
during national celebration, you will find traditional dance.
Do you know how to
During
dance like that?
Ah, no. No.
No. Well, it is nice to be part of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really nice. That is really nice.
Yeah. This is the basilica. We have the biggest basilica in the world. So it's in our capital, Yamoussoukro. So here is
This
the
is
picture.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I like, I'm looking at most of the pictures and looking at the sky. It's almost a lot of blue sky things. So the weather is beautiful, it seems to be there. Yeah. Wow. This is beautiful picture.
Elephant. Elephant, even if you look at, elephant is our national symbol.
Ah, okay.
It's our national symbol. It's like when you take, for example, the United States, you will see, I don't know if it's an eagle, something
The
like
eagle,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, elephant is ours.
Is the symbol for
Yeah.
Ivory Coast. Wow. That's beautiful. Yeah.
And here is a mosque, one of the oldest mosques in the north part of Ivory Coast. It's located in Kong, a city in the northern part of Ivory Coast.
It doesn't look like a mosque, but it's really different. Yeah, wow.
It's too old.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So what do you see here?
Here it's a cocoa.
Okay.
Yeah. As I said, our economic is based on cocoa and coffee.
It's big business, big
Yeah.
business. Yeah.
Big business.
I'm glad that you're sharing this stuff with us because, I'm learning myself about your country. And also, I'm sure, our audience are learning too. So many thanks for sharing these pictures and explaining what each picture stands for. I noticed that we didn't have any pictures about food. Tell us something about food. Do you have like a national dish, something that is very common?
The main food in Ivory Coast is rice.
Okay.
We like rice, but beside of rice, we also have aloko, what we call aloko. It's like fried plantain.
Okay.
Almost every Ivorian like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one time you have to cook something like that and
Yeah,
let us try.
we are used
Chad,
to
I
it,
think you
yeah.
would like to try that food too, like Chad. I think it would be good to try that. I
Yeah.
love that. So
Okay.
wow, that is good. So okay, Mayama, let me ask you now. Now we learned something about your country, your heritage, your tradition, and so on. Let's talk about here, United States. You are here. You are a student, an international student at Muscatine Community College. First of all, tell us something about your major, and then we'll take it from there and start talking about what you are doing here.
Okay, I'm majoring in IT programming, database design, and Java programming.
And this is, I assume, it's a big thing in Ivory Coast now. Is it like to have a degree in IT is really a good degree there?
Yeah, it's a good degree since we know that technology is something very important in our life nowadays. So also my country needs and want to have a lot of people with good skill in this field. Yeah.
Okay, and I know you mentioned that you are working on database and so on, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I know that you are working on a project for us, the business department with Janini, right? about the internship program that we are trying to implement with local businesses and so on. So I'm sure you and me are going to deal with each other a lot working through this project together. So many thanks for doing that too. I mean, and so I'm very excited, and I cannot wait to see the implementation, and while hoping, my understanding, that will start by the spring semester, the beginning of spring semester. So you're going to be busy, right?
Of course.
Okay. So tell us, how do you like here, Muscatine, and the people of Muscatine, and the college, things like that?
Muscatine is, I think it's good for studies since it's quiet. And I don't know if all Americans are like people living in Muscatine, but the first thing I noticed about Muscatine is that people are very open. Mm-hmm. People are open, people are kind. You can meet someone you don't know, they will greet you with a smile. Yeah.
They're very friendly.
Very friendly.
Very friendly.
Very friendly, yeah.
And so what classes are you taking? So all of them are strictly IT courses, or are you taking anything else besides the IT?
I'm also taking entrepreneurship class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I'm planning to have my own business in the future, so I think that taking this class will give me skill in order to start my business.
Perfect. I'm glad to know that. So you're enjoying your time.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do in your free time, if you have a free time?
Yeah, sometimes I have a free time. Yeah. I like reading. I like reading books, so most of the time I borrow some book from the library. Watching movie, especially American movie, since I want to improve my accent, to improve my English, and also spending time with my friendship family.
Okay. Well, what do you do? I mean, do you, as international students, do you do things together? I mean, are you going or traveling anywhere this Christmas break?
Yeah, of course. We have plans. I'm planning to go to DC.
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
Looking forward to go there, right?
Yeah.
It will be different. Definitely, it will be different. DC is different. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy that. DC is one of my favorite cities. I always tell people, New York is my ultimate favorite city in the United States, but DC is a great place to visit. Yeah, I mean, for international students, when they come here, to go there and go into different museums and just to be in the capital is really a lot. So when are you leaving, guys? After the New Year? Or?
No, after Christmas.
After Christmas. So it's soon.
Yeah.
So are you ready for it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So what else do you do? I mean, like as international students, for example, all of you stays at the college housing. Do you get together, for example? Do you cook together? Do you, tell us something about the housing arrangement.
Almost every time we are together. Almost every time.
So you do everything together as
we
international
are like
students.
a family.
That's what I want to say. As a matter of fact, you mentioned it before me. I mean, does that give you that some sort of a feeling that you are among your family by doing something like that?
Yeah, of course. When you need something, they are there for you. We are sharing. When you have some problem, it's like a family. And I think because of this feeling of all of this, we are not really homesick.
Well, that's good. That is good. I'm glad to know that. Well, Mayama, I would like to give you a minute or more, it depends, and ask you to say whatever you want to say. Anything that we didn't cover, that you want our audience to know about you, about your country, about your traditions, about you here at MCC. I mean, anything you would like to share with us.
Okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Um, I want our audience to know something about Ivory Coast, my country. It's a country of diversity. It's a country of diversity, and Ivorians are friendly.
I can see that.
Ivorians are friendly, and you have a lot of things to discover there. So, if you are planning to go in Ivory Coast, don't hesitate. It's worth it. Don't hesitate. And about Muscatine and MCC, we will never forget to say thank to our consortium, thank Muscatine Community College for giving this opportunity to students from another country to come here to deepen their knowledge, to learn new things about America, since we are used to see US through movies, through actuality, through news, something like this. But when you are here, sometimes your point of view can change. And it's a great opportunity for us. We are learning new things. Our view is changing, so it's something unique. Thanks to MCC, thanks to IRES, our consortium, for this opportunity.
Well, and many thanks to you too for sharing your stories with us, Mayama. I really enjoy listening to you, enjoy hearing your story, learning something about your country and your traditions, and sharing that with us is always a great thing for us to have here on the show. And I want you to know also that you, the international students, adds a lot of colors to MCC and to the culture of MCC. So thank you to you too also. So it's not, I mean, we are learning from you as you are learning from us, and that is very important. As we are finishing our show today, as you see, telling the story of our international students or any international stories that we are sharing with you definitely will enrich our lives, and that is very important for us, and that's our objective again for this show. So with that, as I always say, if you have a question and or comments for me and for the show, please call me at 563-288-6064, or you can email me at jdabeet@eicc.edu. Till next time, Muscatine, bye-bye.